Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, Lady Laguerre. So first of all, I want to say a big up to all my day one supporters and also big up to all the new subscribers that have joined the family over the past month or so. We are growing and we are glowing. I'm really happy to have you here, so make sure you stick around, stick around and enjoy the fun. I want to say a week ago, but I feel like it's actually been borderlining 2 weeks now since I have initially made this post on my Instagram story asking my followers to send me anonymous questions. And if you missed it, you have to make sure that you are following me at Lady Laguerre on Instagram. Ideally, I would have liked to wait until filming this video to open all of the questions, but I couldn't help myself. I got very excited and I decided to open about 5 or 6 of them just to get the gist of what was happening. They are very cool questions, and we'll be getting into those and the rest of them. So stick around to see if they get a little bit spicy later on in the video. Let's get on to the questions. Question number 1, who are your best friends? This question really made me smile because, first of all, I don't even really classify anybody close to me like that as a best friend. But I guess based on our relationship, they will probably fall into the category of best friends. So I'm not sure if this person wanted me to name drop my friends in this video, but here it goes. This is how I'm about to answer this question. Obviously, there are a lot of people in my life who I care about and who cares about me, but there are 3 persons who I would put into the category of best friend, and I'm going to name them right now. The first person is a friend of mine named Karima. Karima and I, we go way back. We have a lot of years under our belt as friends. We were definitely a lot closer back in the days when we were in school. Now that we are both adults, we both have our own lives. I don't get to see her as much. I don't get to talk to her as much, but I still do consider her a best friend, somebody who I value her friendship. Number 2 would be my cousin. His name is Donnell. Yes, we're family, but we're also, I would put him in the category of a best friend because he probably knows the most about me out of anyone in the world. We talk very often. I don't get to see him because he doesn't live here in Grenada, but we do spend a lot of time communicating and telling each other's business. So yes, he is also one of my best friends. And last but not least is my dearest friend, Zalika. We have known, out of the 3 of them, I have known her for the shortest amount of time, but I still feel like, she has always been very genuine towards me. She has always had my best interest at heart, and we are very close. She's just somebody who I value. I value her time. I value her, our connection, and it's so amazing. So I hope that answers your question. Those are my best friends, Karima, Donnell, and Zalika. What is your biggest fear? This is a very interesting question because, well, first of all, I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm afraid of cockroach. I'm afraid of lizard. But my biggest fear will probably be losing the people closest to me, losing the people that I care about the most. Although over the years, I have been trying to change my attitude towards death and just reminding myself that this is a natural part of life. I mean, I personally am not afraid of dying, but my biggest fear would probably be, just losing those closest to me. Even though I'm trying to change my relationship with death and understanding that people die and this is normal and it happens. But at the same time, even though I am brainwashing myself into believe that, I still get nervous about the people closest to me dying. Yeah, that would be my biggest fear. Will I be playing Pretty Mass as well? As much as it pains me to have to admit it, no, I will not be on the road this year. I will not be taking part in any of the no jab, no Monday night mass, no Pretty Mass. I will not be on the road. And if you have watched some of my previous videos, you would know why. It is because I have been advised by my doctor to take it easy. Right now, if I was to show you my foot, it is probably the size of a breadfruit because just standing for any length of time is really taking a toll on my body, and I have been advised to spend more time resting. So, no, I will not be on the road for Carnival 2020. 23. Next, this one isn't a question, but it's actually a statement. This person says, I love your song. I believe that Grenada is somewhat anti-female as they fight down so many female artists. If you were Trinidadian, you would have been global. So first of all, thank you. Got me blushing a little bit. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you like the content and the music that I'm putting out. I am very new into the soca business, as you may notice. I've only put out a few songs so far, and I do have to agree with you. I do have to agree with you that the soca arena, and I feel like music in general, is male dominated, and it is somewhat catered mostly to men, because when I look back on the history of ladies like Laura Lisa and Valine, and even most recently Temptress and Pinky Fabulous, you know, these women who are really making their name in the soca business, you can definitely see that it is like, as a woman, you have to do more. You have to put out, you have to, I don't really know how to explain it, but it always seems like it comes across a bit more easier for a man to break into the business and to, you know, have your music and your craft appreciated, not only by the audience, but by people like the radio stations and promoters and all of that. But anyway, that's just motivation for me, because none of that is stopping me. I'm here to stay, either they like it or not. Female power all the way. How did you find out? How was the journey so far? Any sickness? I found out, like I feel like most women do, I missed my period, and obviously, well, not obviously, but I was not I was not taking any preventative measures to avoid getting pregnant. So when I missed my period, I assumed that that might have been the case, and I took a test, pregnancy test, and that was the case. So that's how I found out. How has the journey been so far? Well, I'll do the last part first, which says any sickness. These days, I am not having any sickness, but in the beginning, in the first 3-4 months, it was really challenging. I was unable to keep down food. I was sick all the time. People say morning sickness, but that is a big old lie. It is all day, every day, at any time of the day sickness. I was vomiting 3 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock midday. Any time of the day. Once I ate something that, I don't know, I just really wasn't able to hold down food like that. But these days it's a lot better, so I'm very happy to have, you know, gone past that moment. And how has the journey been so far? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a bit challenging. I have been, as I mentioned in my videos before, that I have been placed on bed rest by my doctor. It has been really limiting, being someone who, you know, likes to be adventurous. I like to go out, I like to sing, perform. It has really, I don't want to say force, but it has pushed me in a direction where I had to take a big step back and, you know, just hold back on a lot of things and just take it easy so far. So yeah, I mean, it's been good. You know, I feel like I'm still, compared to stories that I've heard, I think I'm still doing pretty well, but it has been challenging. It has been different, but we press on. Do you know about the Mandela effect? I want to believe like I do know about the Mandela effect, but I feel like there are some other things in my head which I'm getting it tied up with. I don't know if the Mandela effect is that saying that says, whatever could go wrong will go wrong. If it goes wrong, it could go wrong. I mean, I know I'm saying it wrong, but no, that's not the Mandela effect. Is that Murphy's Law? Wait, what? Okay. I think that's what I'm thinking about. I think that's Murphy's Law. So, to answer your question, no, I do not know about the Mandela effect. So if you do know, or if you're the person who asked this question, please comment down below. I don't know. I really don't know. The next question says, when we go in studio to drop something for the off season, good she. with Forever Though. That song is amazing. Well, thank you so much for loving. And if you haven't heard it yet, my Groovy Monarch song for Carnival 2023 is out and it's called Forever. Check it out on my channel right now when we go in studio to drop something for the off season. I have a strong feeling I know who sent this message, but I'm not going to say who I think because obviously I could be wrong. These messages are all anonymous. When we go in the studio, as soon as Carnival done. Actually, as soon as I give birth, because I ain't trying to push myself too much. As I mentioned before, I need to be taking it easy. But I do have songs like Afrobeat style and different genres in my back pocket that I am willing to work on. Some of you know who this is, you know. But yeah, don't worry, man. Studio time happening. You're gonna happen. We're gonna do this. Are you seeing anyone right now, or are you single? Yes, I am presently seeing someone right now. Yes. No, I am not single. I am presently in a relationship with the father of this unborn child. So there you go. She's taken. Okay. Someone asked, are you straight? Are you straight? Does this answer your question? Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. That was not nice. Because now that I think about it, there are people, well, women, who do not identify as straight, but they are in the same position as me right now. So let me just not be too harsh with answering this question. Yes, I am straight and I have always been straight and I am still straight. Okay. Next, you and the baby father together because I want a chance even if you breed. Well, yes. As I mentioned in the previous question, I am presently in a relationship. I am taken. But it is beautiful that you are willing to be the step father, I'm assuming, of my unborn child. But I am presently in a relationship. Why doesn't my crush like me back? I'm just going to give it to you raw. Your crush doesn't like you back because your crush doesn't like you. And that's just, a part of reality that we have to accept. I have had crushes in the past who did not like me back. And yes, I feel a type of way. I'm probably still all today. I still feel a type of way because look at me having a crush on you and you don't want me. Like, who the hell do you really think it is? You just have to come to a point where you accept that, as they say, every bird have their cheese or every cheese have their bird. I don't know. And the next saying that goes, there are many other fish in the sea. And I also heard a saying that says, it's best to like who like you. Because when you like who don't like you, then that could be problems. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay if your crush doesn't like you back. You can crush. I don't think there's anything wrong with crushing. You can crush on someone. You can have your fantasies, imagining what a relationship a relationship with them would be like. But if they're not interested, it's for the best, because why would you want to force someone to be interested in you? If from the get-go they're not interested, then I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but just accept it. Accept it for what it is and move on. There are many other people out here. I'm sure there are many other people out there who have crush on you. So that's the people we should be interested in, the people who are crushing on us. Yes, man. Next question. Your last song on Spotify, what I assume they mean is your last song on Spotify. Yes, absolutely. All of my music is available on Spotify. And what I need you to do is to go to Spotify, search Lady Laguerre, and stream my music. As I mentioned, I am new in the soca business. I am working on building up, apart from building up like YouTube views, I also want to build up my Spotify and my Apple and my all the other streaming platform listeners, monthly listeners, and viewership and stuff like that. So yes, my song is on Spotify and you should definitely check it out. And a matter of fact, I'm going to drop it in the description down below. So just go there and follow the link to my Spotify account. Next question. Have any Netflix recommendations? Netflix recommendations. What do I watch? I watch a lot of, I like to watch a lot of horror stuff. Although these days, since I am with child, I try to avoid it because I literally do be getting scared to the point where I'll sleep with my light on because I'm scared. So I try to minimize that emotion. Let me see, what can I recommend? The last show, I'll just tell you the last thing that I looked at. The last thing was Riverdale. That's the last show that I watched on Netflix, Riverdale. And I've actually never seen Riverdale before. I just saw that they had new episodes. So I'm going to be starting the entire season from season 1. I'm going to be starting over from season 1 and catching up with Riverdale. And apart from that, shows that I also enjoy watching in recent times would be Wednesday. I love Lucifer. What's her name again? Jane the Virgin. Those are the kind of things that I look at. But I really like horror. That's what I really want to watch. But I'm taking it easy for now. Is your gender reveal going to be as creative as your pregnancy reveal? I'm going to need you to be the judge for that. It is available on my YouTube channel right now. In my honest opinion, I do not think it is as creative as the pregnancy reveal. It's kind of typical, but it's there. It's there for you to watch. You can check it out right now on my channel and you can find out, is it a boy or is it a girl? Next question. Who do you miss the most? That's a very interesting question. Who do I miss the most? And I'm gonna keep it honest with you. In recent times, I have been thinking about a friend of mine. We go way back as in, I want to say 9-10 years old. No. Before that, because we went to primary school together. So 3. No, you're not 3 in primary school. Whatever age it is you start primary school at, that's how long me and this specific person go back. And we are not close anymore because I ain't like how you're moving. All right. I ain't like how you're moving. But I've been seeing these quotes that says, oh, you're gonna give a man 10 chances and your homegirl only gets 1 chance. So when I see that, I feel guilty because I say, boy, watch now how me and she never fall out before. Like back then, we never fall out until recently. She just gave me a bit of a funny vibe that I didn't appreciate. It came across really shady. And that was, I just really started to keep my distance because of that. But in recent times, I've been thinking about her. And as much as I don't want to admit it, I miss her. Have you ever cried during a movie? Have I? I cry for almost everything. I've seen Titanic. I don't even know how much times I've seen Titanic and I cry every single time. What's that one that they show around Christmas time there? With the, though a deer, a female deer, right? Anyway, the one with the maid and the woman, the maid and the man and the children. I cry for that. There's another movie called In Time. I don't know if you ever saw that, where they have like a countdown on their hand and I cry for that. I cry for everything. If I'm scrolling through, I be scrolling through reels, scrolling through Facebook and stuff, and I would cry if I see a cat doing something that's like really cute. If I see a dog doing something that's really cute, I will cry for that. And this has nothing to do with hormones or anything like that. Man's emotional, okay? And I be crying. I be crying all the time. I cry for a lot of movies, even horror movies. I be crying. Will you want your child to be a musician like you? I would absolutely love it. Love, 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 love if this child has interest in music and in the arts, dancing, acting, singing, instruments. I would love that. I will definitely do my part into being an influence, All now, I still be playing my guitar and stuff every once in a while, like bling, 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 like put the guitar up to the belly and a little bling, 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 Yes, I would love that. It's definitely not something that I want to force on this individual, because you're your own person and I don't want to be forcing anything on anyone. But at the same time, I will definitely have that as a strong part in growing up and stuff like that. Just so that if you're looking for something to be interested in, there's a guitar right there, there's a drum there, there's a pan there, there's dance lessons here. I would definitely create the avenue to expose the baby to these kind of interests. So yes, I would love that. What music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of different things. What I vibe to the most would be dancehall music, bad man thing, boop boop skilly brrr. That's my vibe. But since I have dived into the soca arena, I have definitely been spending more time listening to soca music, because of course I'm also creating soca music. So I look for that inspiration from people that from people who are doing it. I listen to a little bit of everything. I listen to opera, I listen to jazz, I listen to reggae, I listen to heavy metal. I listen to a lot of different things. But when it really comes to me just wanting to vibe out, bad man thing. Do you believe in God? Okay, well, we're about to get serious. This is a very interesting question, and I hope that no one's upset with me based on my answer, but the truth is, I do not know. And that's really and truly the truth, because I have been on a mission to find out as much information as I can. I have been researching different religions. I personally grew up Christian in the Catholic Church, and I have long left the Catholic Church just because there seemed to have been a lot of contradictory stuff happening within the church. And I wanted to do my own research and my own findings. I've done research on Hindu, I've done research on Buddhism. I've just dabbled in different religions just to get a deeper or different understanding on what God truly is, or what God could really be. I do believe, without a doubt, that there is a creator. I do believe that I didn't just appear here out of thin air. I do believe that something or some entity is responsible for all of this. But at the same time, I do have a lot of doubts when it comes to the stories in the Bible, that there is a man in the sky that's looking down, and there is a next one below that's waiting to burn me up. I don't know. That I have a lot of doubt about that. So to answer your question, do I believe in God? I don't know. I do believe there is a creator, but I'll probably be able to answer this question in a few years when I've done more research, done more seeking, done more internal research, just to get to the point where I can either say yes or no. But the truth is, I don't know. Tell us about your first love. My first love. What can I say? My first love. This was a long time ago. Did I love this guy? I guess. I guess. It was a long time ago, and it got to a point where the love became a bit of an obsession, not from on my end, but on his end, which that resulted in my love, dwindling, because it came to a point where it's like, okay, I thought we were cool, but now it's like I have to be wary of you and concerned and watch you with an open eye properly, because look how crazy you're behaving. Look at how you are being obsessive and, slightly controlling and all of that. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, maybe it was not even love. Maybe it was just me being young and dumb. I don't know. But I want to think that it was love. I want to think that it was love. It was fun in the beginning. It was exciting. It was new, but then it quickly turned into a situation where I felt not necessarily scared, but cautious, cautious, like, that ain't right. Like that's what happened in there. That is supposed to be happening. Next question. When was the last time you pissed the bed? Are you spying on me? Are you spying on me? All right, but honestly, the last time I pissed my bed was probably last year. I want to say maybe October, November, around there. So it happened because I was really tired and I went to sleep and I was dreaming that I was in the toilet, and it turns out that it was actually a dream and I was not in the toilet. I was actually in my bed, but it was a moment of, oh, I'm on the toilet right now. I'm dreaming that I'm on the toilet and I'm saying, okay, well, yes, obviously I'm on the toilet, so why should I not pee? And I released it, some of it, and then it dawned on me that, wait a minute, no, I lie down, I stay in my bed still. So it wasn't like a full empty the bladder on the bed. It was a matter of some come down, and then I wake up and I catch myself and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is not where this is supposed to be happening. Run to the bathroom, finish it off. And yeah, it happens. I small thing. You feel ashamed. I don't shame about that. I small thing. Next question. How long have you been singing soca, and what are some personal goals you have for your career? I have been singing soca for the last 3 years. I want to think I put up my first song in 2020, or it was actually 2019, just before the lockdown. So in 2019, so that's taken us to almost 4 years now that I'm doing soca. But then I took a break during the lockdown. So fine, 4 years. Let's just round it off as 4 years. And my goals are to become a known figure in the soca arena, especially as a female, because as I mentioned in a previous question, we know that the representation for women is very small. So I would like to make my mark and, have my my music and my name part of the conversation. I also want to increase my streaming, because I feel like when it comes to YouTube, yes, I be getting views on YouTube, but when it comes to like streaming on Apple and Spotify and iTunes and these things, I feel like that's where I am lacking. So that's one of the things that I want to do. Definitely increase my listening audience when it comes to streaming platforms. And yeah, man, I just want to mash up the place. Just put out the real tunes and just mash up the place and just done it. Lady Laguerre, boom, she killed the place, It's a good vibe. I am looking forward to it. I am very patient. I know that what is for me, and I am not in a rush. Of course, I am putting in the work. I'm doing the groundwork right now to make sure that these things are happening. And of course, without your support, I wouldn't be here right now. So I do love the fact that you are with me on this journey, and I'm looking forward to your continued support. So that was the final question. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have no idea how long it is, if it's long, if it's short. If it's long, okay. If it's short, okay. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated, who was not afraid to ask me what you wanted to ask me. Listen, I'm a very open person and I don't have nothing to hide, all right? So feel free, and if you would like to be a part of the next round, because I feel like this was so much fun that I would definitely do it again, Make sure you are following me on Lady Laguerre on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and of course on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, drop some comments down below, and let's keep it rolling. I want to thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.